Hey, it's that time of the year again. Listen, our friends from the YWCA are here. It's mind-boggling to me every year to find out the numbers of women and families relocating.
Over half the time, we're above capacity, which is 67 women and children. You know, last year we served 1,400 women and children.
Going to the YWCA with yourself, your kids, most of them, if not all of them, are escaping abusive relationships. For whatever reason, they've got to get out of there for their and their children's safety.
No question about it. And the families that we're nominating this year have had that experience in terms of domestic violence.
And basically, they're getting out with very little time to get out. So what you can basically carry to the car, and now you're trying to start over. So this is why we want to help.
Aaron, let's talk about a couple of the women that you guys have nominated for a Big 98.7 Christmas Wish and their stories. Let's start with Amber.
So Amber came to the YWCA shelter to escape many years of abuse. This was physical, emotional, verbal, sexual. She came with her 5 kids, actually. And when she came to the shelter, she had told me that if it were only her being abused, that she would live with it, she would go through it, as long as her kids were safe. And that was all that mattered to her.
Trying to get back on track and be safe with her and the kids. And
it goes to show how women are going to do everything they can and the sacrifices they'll make so that their kids are okay.
It was truly amazing to just watch how determined she was to keep her kids safe. She's so excited that when I told her she was nominated, that she could actually get Christmas presents for her kids this year, because she didn't believe that she would be able to. She started crying just knowing that she was being nominated for this and that she would have the possibility.
And there's another woman, actually, Erin, that you wanted to tell us about. Of course, changing the names for their protection.
We've changed their names, and perhaps they have, 1 kid instead of 2 or 3 kids instead of 2 as we talk about it, just to change their identities a bit so that,
definitely.
that people in the community don't recognize.
It sounds like a movie, but it's their lives and they're living it.
And Lynette's story is very similar to Amber. She came to us with a couple of kids, and at the same time, she is one of those women who's experienced chronic homelessness in her life and has struggled with substance abuse. And women and children in our community experience this every day. Lynette's been experiencing it since she was a 17-year-old girl.
Oh, wow.
Sought no other place but the YWCA to live because it was one of her last options. Like Amber, very determined to move forward in her life. She's now sober. She's free from violence. She's providing safety for her family. Both these women we've served in the last year at the shelter have worked incredibly hard to move forward in their life. We don't value sometimes that we have a roof over our heads and that we're able to buy our food and that we're able to have a bed and we're able to be safe in our home environment. And Lynette now has that opportunity with her 2 children. We ask people when we nominate them, we say, what are the things you need? What are the things you want? And what are those things that you wish for? And in Lynette's case, one of the things I found it really interesting that she wished for was furniture.
And that's something we take for granted every day, waking up in a bed, sitting on the couch, watching TV.
I mean, she's asking for household items and furniture as something she wishes for. The things that she needs are shoes and clothes. Those are things that we all need, but that we just don't necessarily think about every day.
We'd like to do here with Big 98.7 and the Big 98.7 Big Christmas Wish is send you guys with a check for $500. Okay,
Thank you.
$500.
It's just remarkable.
So
Thank you.
And what we're going to do, that's of course with our friends at Gateway Chevrolet and the Heartland Chevy Group, but we're also putting this story together in a nice video on Big 98.7's Facebook page, so you can go check that out. And in the comments, there's a Donate Now button on the story. So you guys, if you're out there listening and you've been moved, hopefully, donate to them. And 100% of that money goes straight to these families.
And we love doing this. Thank you, Aaron, for sharing the mission of the YWCA. And again, if people want more information, what's the best way to get in touch with you guys?
Calling us at 701-232-3449 is the number to the shelter. If you or someone you know needs assistance like the YWCA throughout the year, you can go to our website and know that those critical need list items, whether it's soap or laundry soap or toothpaste, those things get updated every week at our website, YWCA.CassClay.org. And you guys have been doing this for a number of years, helping a couple of families that we elevate. And so it is really meaningful to all of the families we serve to have such wonderful and generous partners at Big 98.
Thank you guys very much. Guys, check it out.
Appreciate it.
Big 98.7's Facebook page.